We are back again. We are back again, and I guess I'm fucking Crown Royal, guys. I am not poor. You can already see I've done a number on this fucking bottle. My fucking liver or kidneys, whatever is... Well, I don't even know which is worse off right now. Woo! Alright. In this video, this is another free-to-play video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about a free-to-play build. As far as infirmaries, this question I get asked about 10,000 fucking times a week. So we're gonna put this in a video so you guys can reference this. Okay. Now, if you're free to play, you are not gonna have the army that I have right now. Okay, you're not gonna have the army that I have right now. So this does not pertain to pay to play players. I mean, it can. But you're beyond this point, okay? So free-to-play players, what is a good build for you guys to have? Okay, we all know that infirmaries and manors are kind of a fucking toss-up at certain points in the game. Why is that? Because at certain points, you need to have... I only have 230,000 healing space right now, okay? Once I take 200... What that means is once I take 230,603 wounded, everything past that is going to be fucking dead. Everything is dead past that. Alright, that's one important thing to note. Also, additionally to note, because you can be free to play and hit Castle 25. There are free to play Castle 25 players now. If you're not, you will get there eventually. This is not something that is difficult to do. So let's look at the level 25 boost on infirmaries. It adds 5% to your army's max HP. This is useful. This is very useful. Alright, now why was I saying it's a trade-off between manors? Because manors speed up your troop building time. Okay, you see training speed? Training speed goes up and up and up and up all the way to the 20%. And then, of course, once level 25, you get a 2% army attack boost. Okay, the reason it's lower is because army attack boost actually trumps HP theoretically. Okay, there's arguments here. We're not getting into that in this video. But theoretically, army attack trumps army HP. We're going to leave that alone for now. Okay, so what is the ideal build between barracks, manors, and infirmaries? Well, honestly, guys, you only need one barracks, okay? You only need one barracks, and I'm just going to leave that at that. That's it. We're not covering any more on barracks. So what about the infirmaries and the manors? Well, if you look at your cave, this is where you can hide your leader, and I strongly recommend doing that for 12-hour intervals. You can hide what? 210,000 troops. All right. So we know you could do 210,000 troops. Now I don't remember what the max infirmary, like if you went ape shit on infirmaries, which by the way I don't recommend doing because that greatly increases your troop training speed. Alright, you always want to be able to replace troops at a reasonable rate. So what I would say is if you are free to play, you're going to at least want somewhere between 5 to 7 manors. I don't even know how many manors I have right now. What do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, that's not a manor. Oh my god, guys. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. What do I have? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. I think I have 10 now. Yeah, 9, 10. Okay, one's upgrading. So I've got 10 manors right now. Now, if you are in... We're not even going to cover that because we're going to do a separate video on this for pay-to-play players. This is more of a pay-to-play video, okay? Or build that I'm in. Sorry, not video. But I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infirmaries, okay? Now, if you are going to remain free to play, now if this is only if you're going to remain free to play, don't be afraid to take these up to level 25 when you're able to, okay? Take them up to level 25 by all means. If you are going to remain, if you are going to be pay to play, there's a little bit of a different way we're going to look at things. Yes, you're going to take some up to max, but we'll deal with this in another video. So free to play players, you can take these buildings up to max, okay? Now, ideally, you would probably want to have the inverse of what I have, Manors to Infirmaries. So maybe something along the lines of 10 Infirmaries, and that'll give you 10 max Infirmaries. Will give you what as a base? That's 400,000 healing space. Okay, so 400,000 healing space at 10 max Did I say Manors? I meant Infirmaries. At 10 max Infirmaries, you'll have 400,000 healing space. So that's 400,000 troops right there you can have on top of the 210,000 that you can stuff in your little cave. Okay. So that's 610,000 troops that you have to work with. At that point, you could farm, you could do some attacks, you could participate in rallies, and you know what? Shit's gonna fucking die anytime you attack. That is why you want to have some Manors, because even though you're free to play, you don't want to have troops taking fucking forever to build. Alright? Especially if you're in Kingdom War, you know, if you're gonna participate in KVK or something like that, you will slaughter off your troops really quick, and you won't be able to build them back at a semi-decent speed. Now, obviously, pay to win, you can, or pay to play, you can gem through troops like it's nobody's business, and you know, but free to play players, it's just not the case. We just don't do that as free to play players. So you want 1 barracks, 10 infirmaries, the rest Manors, and you want to get those Manors high for that troop training bonus. And then for your talent points, you're going to want your talent points set exactly as the way that I have them right now while you are not attacking. This is not attack. This is not a war set, okay? This is all... I mean, you guys can see here. I'm just going to scroll through. You guys can stop the video and look and see at how I have everything set. But you want to do the minimal just to hit the primaries. Just to hit your primary focal points, which is construction, research, and troop training speed. And then after that, as you can see, I went through and did the gold production. I maxed out gold production 3. I maxed out gold production 2, and then I dumped the rest into gold production 1. Now, if you are free to play, you don't have T4, so gold production is at a minimum value to you guys. This is a minimum value to free to play players. If you have T4 for whatever reason, I recommend using my build here, okay? Now, another thing that gets asked is, what about the resource buildings? Do you dump everything into one type of resource? No, I do not, okay? I have a pretty even split, as you can see here. They're actually pretty low level resource buildings. I'm trying to go through and do like a round of upgrades and then go back, but I'm kind of switching things up, and I'll explain why in a future video once I'm ready to show what my army looks like, so we can understand why I made the changes I made, how it affects the pay-to-play players, and you know, the benefits to doing what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But as you can see, they are even split. I've got probably a little bit more of the sawmills, or whatever these little bastards are called, lumber mill. I've got a little bit more in those, but I keep them even because you want to be able to crank out a ton of troops. And different troops use different resources, so that's my logic behind that. I don't agree with the people who say dump everything into lumber or dump everything into stone and then trade with your guild mates and shit like that. Just fuck that. It's too much work. It's too much work, guys. I say fuck it, and I built an even resource build. I recommend that whether you are free to play or whether you are pay to play. By the way, keep it even. That is it for now, guys. I just wanted to touch on, you know, just the manor, infirmary, and barracks questions, because that I get, like I said, I get asked that so many fucking times, and I understand why it's confusing, because no matter what video you watch, there's always different. They say do 5 and 12 or 10 or 7 or, you know, whatever of manors or infirmaries. Like I said, if you are going to be free to play, I feel that 10 infirmaries is solid. 10 infirmaries is solid. And one thing to keep in mind while you are building your infirmaries and while you're building your castle is never let your troops exceed the max healing and you know, also what you can hide. So take, you know, whatever amount of troops you can hide, and whatever amount you can heal, add those two together, and don't exceed that if you're going to be free to play. Don't exceed that cap. If you do, you're going to have deaths at some point, which is fine if you want to go over that. At least you know where your threshold lies as to what is safe. And another tip, because I can't tell you how many people don't, this is like the simplest, most basic fucking advice, but yet I see so many people fucking this up. When you are offline, if you are not going to shield, say you have, 200,000 troops and you can heal 300,000, you don't fucking care if you get attacked because you can just fucking heal them again. Alright? I get that, I understand that, but hide your goddamn leaders. Anytime I capture a leader or somebody else captures a leader, I get messages like, oh, can you have so-and-so release my leader? Guys, protect your fucking leaders. Protect them. You can protect them for fucking 12 hours. You don't even have to hide your troops if you don't want to. You can just send your fucking leader and put no troops in there. You don't even have to have troops. But hide your fucking leader. Hide your fucking leader. I can't say it enough times. Hide your fucking leader. Because not everybody is nice enough to release them because, face it guys, it is part of the game, capturing leaders, okay? So anyways, that is it for now. So remember guys, you can kind of tweak this as you go to suit your needs. If you are going to be free to play for a while, but you do intend on dropping money, follow this build, and then you can always switch things around. If you are not free to play, we're going to have a video coming out soon that's going to explain a little bit more in detail as to how to use the buildings to your advantage for troop boosting, when to do it, and how to do it. We're going to cover that sometime soon. Just to explain how to properly boost and get the most out of your gems or speed ups if you're using speed ups. So anyways guys, until next time, I'll see you guys.